Hello, lovely people, and welcome to the first episode of Kinda Wise. And I'm gonna be honest, I have recorded this exact podcast twice. I've yapped the same things for 20 minutes twice, and I never ended up posting it because I have on the podcast my mic stopped working, and so that's frustrating. But we're here today again, and I keep on looking down because I need to see if it's even recording. It's recording. I hope it's recording. Alright, so the topic for this podcast is loneliness of growth. And the reason I chose this one, like this topic for my first episode, is probably because this is the one topic that I don't have to do a lot of research about. Like, I have to do research. Like, I did some research, but mostly I can just talk from experience with this one. Because if my life has been revolving around one topic for the past 2 years, it's been loneliness of growth. I've always been the kid, the extrovert kid, who's always participated in competitions, speeches, debates, everything. Like, I was that kid, okay? I wasn't like, oh no, I'm shy, no. I had friends, I had teachers around me, I had good grades, well, decent grades. Like, the number of friends that I had, everything just went from like 10 to 20. And so me being the person that I was at the time, I thought, okay, I have so many friends, so many people care about me, I am so loved, like I am the main character in everybody's lives, no one in these 20 people can ever live without me. That's the mindset that I had, which is a very trashy mindset, by the way. And so in grade 7, basically, my dad said that I will be taking a 1-year break because he said I'm taking too much stress over my studies. And I was fine with it because I was. So I took a break. Like, I left school, sort of. And I was like, I can do this. I was like, that's fine. I did not think much about it at first, but then I leave school 3 months in and I have to go on Instagram. By the way, at that time, I did not have a phone. I did not have any social platform except for YouTube, is that even counted as a social platform? I don't know. But like, I did not have like Insta, Snapchat, anything, right? And then I did download it. So I was like, I need to stay in touch with my friends. Because I could not even think about the idea of living alone. It was just not in my dictionary at the time. I was always the kid that needed to be, like around exterior energy, like other people, to be happy, because I never thought happiness ever came from inside of me. Excitement, anything, any emotion, I never thought it was like my own. I always thought, I'm happy because this person did something. I'm happy because I'm in this environment. I never thought I was happy because I am with myself, because I wasn't at the time. I was never like happy with myself. Like, just being alone, I was never happy. I thought like, being alone is so boring, right? And so I left school, obviously, for a year I was alone, and which led me to depression, sort of. I don't really at all regret my depression, because it has now made me become the person that I never, 2 years ago, 2 years back, I would never think I would ever become the person that I am now. I thought, like, I was living this amazing life, surrounded by friends, teachers, people in general. I had a very good social life. And then all of a sudden, it's all taken away. All my friends are gone, my teachers, the people around me, my second home, which was, I literally used to call my school my second home because I've been in that school for 7 years, or more maybe, I don't know. But, everything was taken away from me. And now I'm just like sitting at home doing absolutely nothing. Well, I was studying, I was doing this course. But it was insane as sitting in class with other students, with my friends, with the people that I knew. Then I was like, okay, we're just going to let this year pass, and then I'll give my entry test and I'll go back to school. Simple as that. The entry test date came in, right? And my dad, by the way, had at the time no, like, what do I call it? Like, he gave me no signs that I was going back to school. By the way, I will tell like the whole story of why I left school, what I'm doing now. I'm not going to school, by the way. I'm homeschooling, sort of. My dad did not give me any signs of that I was going back to school. Like, I started to prepare for my entry test secretly. Like, not exactly secretly, but I just didn't really tell my parents I was preparing for it because I thought they would, like, say no or something. And so I was preparing for it for a month. And then when, like, in the week of the entry test, I told my dad that I was like, homesick, I'm this and that, and I want to go back to school. My dad was like, okay. Like, he didn't really say I can go back to school, but he said that I could give the entry test and we'll see the other things later. And I remember the entry test was on Saturday and I was preparing for it for like a month now. Last minute, like Friday night, the plan got cancelled of me giving the entry exam. I don't really exactly remember what happened, but it just got cancelled. Like, it was like, I'm not giving it anymore. I don't know. I don't exactly remember what happened. I think we had to go somewhere or something. But, long story short, the entry test got cancelled. And I remember that time because I was praying for a year. I was like, Level, I want to go back to school. Like, I'm done with this. I'm so homesick. I'm so lonely. Um, and then, it got cancelled. I was like, okay, now I'm not going back to school. And I remember that time I was like, I'm done. Like, I was so done with the perception that I had. And I remember praying to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and I was like, I am so done with making bad decisions. I am so done with having a victim mindset. I am so done with just like everything. And I was like, okay, everything was in your hands, but now like I actually believe and I've given my heart to you. Please just heal it. I don't care like what steps I have to take, but I just want to be healed again. Like, I don't want to feel so lonely anymore. And then so at first I was like, when the plan got cancelled, I was like, I have been praying for this moment for a year and now it got cancelled. Does God hate me? But then, like 1 week later, I realized I was like, I have been praying for something for a year and then it got cancelled. Imagine how much God loves me. Seriously, imagine, just like, because I have been praying for something for so long, and then when the time comes, it's not given to me. Why? Because it is God's protection. He's protecting me from something so much worse than what I ever expected. So that led me to a whole other journey, and I have now learned solitude. That I have now learned that solitude is so important in life. Like, you can never think that you're happy because of someone. Like, okay, people are amazing. I get that. But you should never think that I am happy because of this person. I am excited because of this person. I am in this position because of this person. Same with the other person. It's always you. Happiness always comes within you. It's never someone else. It's never another environment. It's never a situation. It's always you. Psychology today contrasts the two. Loneliness is marked by a sense of isolation. Solitude, on the other hand, is a state of being alone without being lonely and can lead to self-awareness. So you need to, like, if everything is being like taken away from you, or maybe you cut people off on your own and now you suddenly don't fit in because you're so out of your comfort zone, don't be lonely. Being lonely means complaining about it. Being lonely means thinking that you need someone but you don't have someone. But solitude means giving yourself space. It means setting boundaries. It means to really figure yourself out, because honestly, when I was with those people, when I had so many friends, I never knew what I liked, what I hated, what I wanted, what I never wanted. I never knew that because I could not figure myself out, because I was like the people that I hanged around with. I never got to know myself as a soul being. But when I left school, when I was alone for so long, I've learned so many things about myself. I learned something new about myself every single day. I mean, seriously, you're something like, you can never fully discover yourself. There's always going to be something like, oh, I like that, I hated that, I think that, I don't think that. There's always going to be opportunities like that. So take out time from other people. Like, people are amazing, friends are great, but you need to take time out for yourself. You need to learn to love yourself. Now, there's a difference between loving yourself and feeling superior. Okay, there's a fine line. You don't need to feel superior, nor do you need to hate yourself. You need to love yourself. Being superior, by the way, is a very trashy thought. I hate it. It's so disgusting. And being superior means thinking that I am better than all of these people in this room. No one's better than me. That's a very disgusting mindset. Loving yourself means I don't care what these people think of me. I am not better than anyone, but I am not less than anyone. That's the mindset you need to have when you're walking in a room, when you're with people, when you're with a crowd, even when you're alone. You need to love yourself just the way you are. If there's flaws in you, don't change yourself completely. Just upgrade yourself. Make yourself the best version that you can be of yourself, not of anyone else. Don't try to be someone else. Be yourself. Love yourself. I have really mastered self-love when you like being alone, when you just like put into a room with just you and your thoughts and you like it there. You enjoy it. You don't need someone else. You don't feel lonely there. That's when you know that you love yourself. Now, with that being said, socialization is also really important because you can't really always be a social person, nor can you always be in solitude. You need to balance both. Now, Honor Balzac, I'm so sorry if I'm pronouncing your name wrong, man, but I have absolutely no idea what this man is. I was just reading an article and I thought this would be a really good line or whatever, or like an example from my episode. Now, Honor Balzac once said, "Solitude is fine, but you need someone to tell that solitude is fine." You get what I'm saying? That means you need to love yourself, you need to take out time for yourself, you need to have some privacy, but that does not mean you need to cut out from the entire world. That does not mean you don't need to meet people because you love yourself so much. That's just called being superior. It means when you're in a group of people, you have your boundaries. You have this shield around you that's like no one can cross this shield because this is my space. For example, I have solitude in my life, but at the same time I have friends. But I balance the both. It does take time to adjust being lonely. It took me 2 years to adjust being lonely. To adjust being alone. There's a difference. And it takes time. It's a journey, and you're gonna get there. Okay, because you're always healing. Healing is really just a journey that never has a destination. You're always gonna be hurt. You're always gonna heal again. It's a part of life. It's really a part of life. And have tawakkul. Now, what does tawakkul mean? It means I don't care, nor do I know what's going to happen next, because I know Allah has it all planned out for me. He has my nasib written. Yes, make duas for your nasib, but also have confidence that Allah has it all figured out. He has it all planned out. Whatever comes your way, whatever blessing comes your way, you need to take it, and you need to see the positive things in life. For the past 2 years, I have been thinking that I am so unlucky. I don't have this. I don't have that. This year, 2024, it's 2025 right now, but like in 2024, I started to really think about the positive things that I have, the positive energy around me, my blessings. And seriously, when you start to see the positive things, you really can't even imagine the negative energy. It's like non-existent. And yeah, that's it for today's episode. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. Please make sure to tell me what kind of episodes you guys want. I don't know what topic I'm going to talk about in the next podcast, so if you can, please tell me. Recommend me topics.